I've got some news to share with you, but first I want to give you some very important information so that you truly understand the decision making and the rationale behind the changes I've made to one of my products, namely Mycobotica. I've been deep diving into plastics and the impact plastic is having on the human organism. BPA, bisphenol A, is a chemical used in the production of certain plastics and resins. It's commonly found in water bottles, food containers, and the lining of aluminium cans. Now, BPA can leach into food or drinks, and it's known to disrupt hormones, which can potentially lead to health issues like reproductive problems, hormonal imbalances, and increased risks for conditions like cancer and cardiovascular disease. Even if a bottle says BPA free, they've just taken a similar molecule that hasn't been restricted yet and are using that one instead. So it's only a matter of time until we see that the substitutes are just as bad, or if not worse, than the original BPA. This rings very true for what is currently being used, BPS. It's just a matter of time. Plastics can also leach forever chemicals into the body and the environment, and they bear this name because they take a long time to break down and have a cumulative effect when they enter the body. The body struggles to remove these forever chemicals, and evidence is showing that they accumulate in organs like the lungs, the liver, and important to my philosophy, the brain. Research has shown that microplastics are accumulating in key brain regions, areas that are crucial for memory, learning, and emotional regulation. This causes chronic inflammation of the brain, which is strongly linked to neurodegenerative conditions such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and cognitive decline. Here's the thing. I created a probiotic formula to support the gut and to help people improve their gut microbiome while they're busy using some of my other mushroom products. And the key driving factor in all of my products is to prevent disease and or inflammation rather than treating the disease that results from chronic inflammation. But up until now, my probiotic has been sold in plastic bottles. But knowing what I now know, how can I in good faith continue this business practice if I know it isn't 100% aligned with my purpose and my mission, which is to rescue as many brains as possible in my time here on this planet? So what's the solution here? Well, it hasn't been easy, and I've had to weigh up the pros and cons, and I think I've come up with something that will work for most of us. Drum roll. Mycobotica will now be sold in glass bottles that you can use again as a portable water bottle. There are some downsides. You can see the living formula grow, which can result in some white deposits and some sediments, something that from a marketing perspective would be easier if I could hide that from you. But I want to ensure you that that is an entirely normal part of the process of the living culture that is Mycobotica, and is absolutely nothing to be worried about. Give it a good shake and you're good to go. Another thing, it's a little bit difficult to pour the supplement into a teaspoon or a tablespoon, but with a little bit of practice and some patience, you will get better. You'll also get better at dosing a small amount into some water or juice, and the taste may take some getting used to, but you really are getting some wonderful helpers into the gut, and that's something we could all benefit from. The upsides are you get a free water bottle once the product is finished, and more importantly, you're not adding to the epidemic of plastic pollution and the disastrous impacts that plastic residues can have on your health. I've also decided to take the knock, and I will not be increasing the cost of the product. Businesses cannot just be about money. Yes, I need to make money and profit to make this a sustainable business, but more importantly to me, it's the philosophy of the brand that supersedes everything before my meetings take place with the accountants. I want to close by saying thank you to all of you for your continued support, your likes, testimonials, comments, and interactions. I get stopped almost everywhere I go now with someone saying, "Hi, I'll take your mushrooms." It's the most wonderful, fulfilling, and soul-nourishing experience to see so many people upgraded. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, here we go.